Hey everybody, it's Kevin from EnhDme.com, your online home care medical specialist. We're about to go on a 2-mile walk here with the dogs. It is great to get outside as a family caregiver, anyone in the caregiving realm. And today I'm going to talk about my why I got into home care, why I am passionate about what I do. So hope you enjoy my story. Please like, follow, share. Tell me why you got into home caring and what's your why. So why did I get into home care? Well, my mom got sick, and it was a really hard time on the family. My dad ran a business, and I was the oldest. My sisters couldn't take care of mom, so I became the de facto caregiver. And there's one situation that I always remember. I always used to take off on her chemo days because she would get violently ill and, just wanted to be there. But I remember one time I had to change her, take her to the commode, things that a kid should never have to do. But I mean, I did it because she's my mom and we love mom. That's what we do as family caregivers. But the haunting thing that always replays in my mind was my mom was completely out of it near end of life. I didn't know at that point because I'm just a kid, right? So I asked her, what can I get for you, Mom? Like, what can I get for you? All she wanted was watermelon. Watermelon. They weren't seasonal. They don't have it. And she's just so out of it and so delusional. I went to the kitchen and I cut up an apple and I brought it back and I fed it to her, telling her that it was a watermelon. Now, I'm a kid, but you have to understand that I've spent many hours on a therapy couch talking about that same story because I don't want to lie to my mom, but I couldn't get her to stop begging for it. It was hard. It was like I had so much guilt over that because this is a woman that I absolutely cherished, and I'm lying to her about food that I'm feeding her. And I knew that she knew that it wasn't watermelon, but she just wanted something, her mouth was dry. I was like giving her the swabs with water and ice chips, but all she wanted was watermelon. And that, to this day, still bothers me, And I remember going into my bedroom and I just sat on the edge of my bed and I couldn't stop crying. I literally could not stop crying. And the caregiver that we had hired came in to talk to me. And this is where it all began, because she didn't know that she would change the trajectory of my life at that very moment. She basically said, Kevin, look, your mom is not well and you're doing the best that you can. You can't feel guilty because you didn't have watermelon. Your mom knows that she loves you. And it was overwhelming. It was just, I still can go back in my mind. I've got like a photographic memory. It's a gift and a curse at the same time, because it's what helps me be good at marketing, because I can connect the dots. I remember pop culture references and things that people have long forgotten. They're just in my brain. If you ever need a lifeline on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, I'm your guy. But with that comes all of the sad moments in your life I can play them in high def anytime I want. And honestly, that's what has kept my therapist in business. But it is what it is. I'll tell you what, as a caregiver, I would highly recommend for anyone actually journaling, because a lot of times when I get those really negative thoughts, when I get those really depressing thoughts going on in my head, ruminating, I write them down, I close the book, or I rip the pages out and I burn them, because I'm like, that's done for now, until it isn't. But for that moment, it does give you a little bit of solace, a little bit of clarity. I think in life, we, we're never in the now. We're always in the thinking about things that have happened in the past or what could potentially happen in the future. And that's the frailty of man and women. It's just humankind. Don't want to offend anyone, but you know what I mean. Like, we're just so worried about things that happened in the past and cringing over moments that we did, or thinking about potential things that could happen in the future but never happened. But we just worry and worry and worry about it. And as a family caregiver, you've got a lot on your plate. You're already stressed out. But that's basically my why. That's why I'm here. I'm thankful to that caregiver. Truly thankful, because I was despondent. I was depressed. You know, I miss my mom very much. Very, very much. And I hope that she'll be proud that this is the path that I chose, like just trying to help other people stay in their homes as long as they possibly can with their loved ones. I mean, that's honestly, that's what it's all about. I remember being in Seattle and watching a family talk through a window during COVID. And I just sat in my car as this gentleman was sitting there with his dog, talking to his mom through the window, who he never got to see again in physically, just only through a window. And she had dementia, but they were not allowing people into the assisted living. And I was just like, I couldn't imagine. I literally could not imagine. That's why I'm so passionate about home care. And God forbid there's ever a situation like that again. You have the ability to be with your loved ones up until the very end. I'm a huge proponent of that hospice care. So that's my why. Sorry for rambling, but I'm Kevin from EnhDme, and I'm just really happy that both of my dogs did not drop a deuce on film, because I would probably get flagged by TikTok. Anyways, I hope everybody's having a great day out there. This is Max is on the left. He's my brindle. And this is Kaya. She's a rescue. Someone literally just dropped her off on the side of a road. She is an absolute sweetheart. These are both really, really good dogs. Oh, and as I say that, Max is dropping. So I'm going to let me go pick this up, and everybody have a great day.